Hello race fans, sim fans, RC fans, Racing 393. Assetto Corsa time now, the original Assetto Corsa. And I've got another car to a quick demo and a quick test drive. So I've got some information on my phone this time. Hopefully I can, it will make sense. I'm not making too many things up. So I've got a little bit of a montage here, as you can see. I'm not going to go into too much detail about this, but Sim Dream Development have been producing these hypercars, these Le Mans type cars for a little while now. They're probably ranging from about €4.99. They're not in any particular order, but just to show you that there's a good selection now. If you want to have a look, have a look on the website, which I'll put a link in the description. But the one today is the newest and latest edition, which is the first one in that line. You can see that it's a Porsche Penske. I think that's sponsored by Penske, but it's the this one here is actually, they've called it the LM Hypercar 963, €4.99. Now this is the latest edition to join the ranks, and just to give you some idea of what they've done, I'm going to read it off here as it is. Wiper vibration effect. Sorry, wiper vibration effect. I was trying to read the next one. The mirror vibration effect, antenna vibration. So it's, I guess it's to show the car's moving. It's a good high quality 3D model, which they do tend to be. 4K skins. It's got a different download, which I'm going to go into in a second, of the official skins. I'll use that word loosely, if I'm honest. HD, high definition sound, physics, realistic physics, door animations. It's compatible with Soul, suspension animation, and a template should you wish to do your own colours. Interestingly, when you get the car, like all these cars, I think I made a comment when I did the Renault, the Alpine, the standard download doesn't have official sponsorship. It will say Sim Dream Development, and it may well have a sponsorship or generic sponsorship which looks like something else, if you see what I mean. But interestingly, which is where I don't know, this is a bit weird. If you scroll down the page, there's a little link which has got like a hyperlink. You click it and it expands, and in there is a quick, I don't know what it was, something like, it wasn't much, 25 megabyte. It wasn't very much at all, and it's free. It's just called Real Skins. So you download the skins, put those skins into the folder of where you've got the car, under content and vehicles, or cars it is, within the game, and you overwrite the original skins within the game. Within the game. And you then get the official decals on there, sponsorship decals. For example, Penske on the Porsche there, it just said Sim Dream Development, and there was a few others on there as well, which makes me think. It makes me think. Do they have the licensing? But probably not. I don't know. It advertises it clear as day that it's for real 4K high definition skins, but it's a separate download which you don't know. Well, it's not difficult to find, but it's not just there. It doesn't come with the package that you would that you pay €4.99, which is about £4.38. which actually the pound's gone up a little bit now, so it's probably closer to $5, I guess, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just sort of saying what I think. Now, I've already driven the car. I've had a quick go, so it's only going to be really a couple of laps with a little replay on it. These are very good cars overall. There's probably not a lot in it, if I'm honest, between them. They sound different, and I think they do. You know, believe it or not, I've actually played these cars, used them more than perhaps my last video. I did ASR formula for the F1, which I'm probably more linked with. But these ones I've actually used a lot, I must admit, and I don't know what it is about these. I'm not a huge hybrid or hyperpower modern technology. I'd rather go down the old-fashioned route, if I'm honest. And these are like more modern, and they're not Formula 1 cars. And I must admit, I used to watch a lot of. I say that, even that's a lie. The endurance racing, I don't really keep an eye on. The old Group C era, I was actually, when it was on Eurosport, I watched it. I've never been to see them in the flesh, even though they raced around, I say a local track, local-ish to me, probably about a good couple of hours, I guess, Brands Hatch. And they used to race there reasonably regularly back in the 90s, and I was quite into them then, but I'm not so much with the modern Le Mans type cars. Even the Le Mans when it's on in June, it's all right. I like the coverage, but I personally couldn't sit there all 24 hours or whatever it is on television and watch it, but I would like to go and see it in real life, I suppose. I suppose it's just the thought of sleeping near the track or camping at the track, hearing the cars all night long, waking up, smelling the cars and the food. The cockpit, a quick look around. I mean, most of the detail is in the game is the steering wheel. Now I run these sims without the steering wheel, showing, because I use the one I've got here to replicate what I see. But I think a lot of the scaling, if you like, is with the in-game steering wheel. But yeah, I mean, looking at that, you can see that if I look down, yeah, it looks alright. Looks really good, actually. They mentioned about the movement of the wiper and that antenna. There was something else, wasn't there? What was it? The doors? The mirrors? I think they mentioned the mirrors. Anyway, just going to take it round for a couple of laps, and then I'll do a little bit of a replay and a summary at the end. What becomes apparent is how the force feedback feels. Feels really, really, really good. You can feel like the texture of the road. It's really fast as well. It feels like super fast, hyper fast, 7 speed. Good pull on the wheel then, on the banking. Through the bus stop. So this track has what I think one of the most difficult T1 of any racetrack. So just as you pass the start finish line, you've got to start thinking about braking. It's forever turning left. Difficult to get right. Gone wide anyway, but anyway. Car feels fantastic. I'm hoping that you can actually hear me. It feels like it's actually accelerating very quickly. Very bumpy part of the track. There, oh, and there. Woo. That's more track than the car. Late braking for the bus stop, very good on the brakes. With a lock up then. So you can feel like the front go light, that was really good. You can grab the inside front wheel. Bumpy part of the oval. Look at the movement of that aerial, it looks amazing. So we've got the braking here. This is tough.
Your lap time was at 1:46.2. Sector 3 is 0.4 off your best.
Handles really well. I think I did a double shift then by mistake. Loads of grip here. Feels stuck to this track. You can really push the car and feel the limits coming into the corners. Always trying to brake in a straight line. So, very impressed. Braking late as possible.
Lap time was 1:42.9. That's your quickest lap in this session.
That's not the quickest way around that corner, but so one more push lap. There you go. Oh, it's just me looking a bit too much then. Track IR working overtime. Grip on that, amazing. Later apex here. The car just wants to keep going.
Sector 1 is a 10th off your best.
Nice bit of lock up there, as in the feeling. I wouldn't say it's good to do. Bumpy hell through there. You can feel the pull on the wheel. That's really good. We're behind in the moment on my lap time. Good chicane. Still just behind. Again, holding on to the wheel on the banking. Loads of grip. Incredible. Seven gears.
That lap was at 1:42.3. That's your best lap in this session.
Lovely. Got the corner right that time. So there we have it. That's really, really good fun. I'll be honest with you, that's so enjoyable. Right, I'm going to just quickly set up a replay. The replay, I've just literally slowed it down a little bit here, just to so we can look at the car in action. It's a very, very well modelled car. The background of the company that's supplying this to us, like I've said in the previous video, I'm not going to get into the politics of that now because I don't know the sort of the ins and outs of that, if I'm honest with you. But this looks incredible and it drives absolutely spot on. If that's how they drive in real life, man, they are quick. Like, stupid quick. Now, you can't compare them nowadays, really, to what F1 is like. Back in the day, a Group C car was pretty much a Formula 1 car with a body. Time has moved on, and like I said, I probably do prefer the old Group C. But this is what we're faced with now. These hypercars that race in the Le Mans series, and this is representing one of those cars. Now, Assetto Corsa does have a nice group of these cars now, and they're all fairly well matched, if I'm honest. It'd be nice to do an online race, or even like a offline AI race using these cars. Like I said, the detail is mainly on the wheel within the game. So if you run a wheel in-game so you can see the wheel, maybe a lot of people prefer that. It's probably better for that in a filming perspective rather than a simulator perspective. But this car sounds good. It encourages you to keep pushing. You can really feel the sort of the detail of the grip, front and rear. It's on stock settings, so I haven't changed anything within the setup for the car. It's just how you would have it as you would download it. The car, the force feedback is absolutely amazing. Now, I know that's partly game, but you do need to implement that in the physics side of the car. And that's a little bit subjective because it's how you've set up your wheel, isn't it, and what wheel you've got. So that will differ from peripheral to peripheral and person to person. But round here, this track is where they would have raced. So I know it's probably not the best rendition of Daytona on Assetto Corsa. So I get that. I think this is just I'm not sure where I got this one from. It's probably not the latest one either. But you can see the car, I've run it in kind of sort of dusk. Not dusk, because that was dusk is when it's getting. Oh, dusk is the morning, isn't it? Did I talk shit sometimes? It's just coming. Sunrise. Sunrise. Come on, it's easy. Just to get the lighting effect, I'm running a 1080 Ti graphics card, so it's a bit long. Although it's a very good card, it's a bit long in the tooth compared to we're probably 5 years out of technology on my computer is anyway. So it's definitely not running the best. So I'm happy with what it does. It does about 99 frames a second on this game, just running the one car. But the performance of this car, I'm really impressed with how the hypercars have modelled, how they drive, how they sound. And I guess racing in a field of these would be quite intense because they're super fast. They're just on a wide open track like Daytona. There's just nowhere to rest. You're coming in. This one's 7 speed, and you're coming in at a fair roll over 300k. Coming into these braking zones, and turn 1 at Daytona, I think there was a poll going around on the internet, the hardest turn in sim racing, and I personally think it is T1 of Daytona, because it's a ever decreasing radius, and from a very, very high speed straight. So yeah, I think I think that's one of the most crucial things about this circuit, if I'm honest with you. So that is going to be it for now. My thoughts are, yeah, I'm super impressed with Sim Dream Developments and the hypercars that they're releasing. They all, although they drive fairly similar, they do have characteristics which you can feel when you try each one. And the only reason I say that is because I have tried each one in more recent times. I'll sort of go back to these cars and try them at various circuits, the wide open circuits, Le Mans, Daytona, Spa, Imola, Monza, Suzuka. You know, they race them round the big classic circuits, invariably the endurance events. So, you know, 6 hours, 8 hours, 12, 24. Yeah, so very, very invoke up-to-date content, I think. So I'll put a link in the description. As you can probably tell, I like it. If any one of you's tried these cars, let me know what you think on Assetto Corsa. Yeah, the history side of the company, take it as you will. But you know, I'm just telling you what I do and how I did it. So yeah, enjoy. If you get down to get onto the website, sorry, and if you fancy giving it a go, then I would thoroughly recommend it. So that's enough for me for now. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.